turn the processor on with that AMC at 50. I don't, not quite sure what the difference is.
Well, unfortunately, I can't help you there. So I'll digress.
Yeah, that's what it's called, AMC. I can never remember, but anyhow, I got the stream up and running.
What's the channel?
From my QRZ page, there's a link, or you can just go to YouTube and put in my call sign and in the search, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. There's about a 3 to 5 second delay. Test 1, 2. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I've got mine up and running. Quality 1080p.
All right, I got you pulled up there. This is KQ4OSG.
Yep, let me turn the volume down on my other one there. Yep, okay, so then you can see, and let me just expand the screen there. Okay, talk there.
All right, I have the processor turned back on there just to hear the difference.
Yeah, talk a little bit, John. You can see what that looks like. So that's IMD up the band and down the band. So talk, and you can make all your adjustments, and you'll see for yourself. So we'll just hang back and let you do that. VA3KBC.
Roger, Roger. Give me a second. I'm going to try to plug the headphones in so I don't get the feedback.
This is KK5P0Q.
Yeah, hang on there, KK5.
I hear a break-in station out there.
Yeah, KJ5P0Q, brand new ham. And while y'all doing microphones and stuff like that, maybe I can get some help with mine to see what settings are best to KJ5P0Q.
Yeah, KK5, whatever. I didn't get the rest of it. If you have the capability of, if you got a computer and you can go on YouTube, you can hear yourself and see your signal there as well. Over.
Okay, where I got to do that?
You go to YouTube and in the search bar, put in my call sign, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Kilo Bravo Charlie and YouTube. Okay, I can do that. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and what's your call again?
It's Kilo.
All right, so I've had a little bit of a day. It's given me a...
From Uruguay, Texas.
Okay, John, I got to turn the beam a little bit towards Texas there, but go ahead, John, and do your stuff.
Yeah, that delay's giving me hell on the headphones through the computer. Go ahead.
Yeah, generally what I do is shut the volume off on the radio, on your speaker to your radio.
All right, so there we go. So the mic gain is at 30. The processor's turned on, and it's up at 100. All right, there we go. So now the processor's on, and we're at 50 on the AMC.
Yeah, see, that's looking better. It's the AMC is what it is that causes the issue.
All right, so this is the third test. Is processor's off. going to try to bring that AMC down to 30. And now the processor, I just turned it on while I was talking.
Yeah, you can see the IMD there.
Yeah, the sounds much better with the processor off. So right now the AMC is at 30, 35 AMC, and the mic gain's at 30.
That looks good. Yeah, with the processor, it was a lot of IMD and just sounding really harsh.
All right, so if I'm turning the mic gain up, when does this the interference start? That's at 35 right now.
Well, you can see for yourself there'll be IMD up and down the band, but right now you're clean, so you just keep turning it up, and you have to listen to it and see what you think.
All right, mic gain is up at 40. Mic gain at 40. Sounded pretty good, but it's at 44 now. I think it's sounding pretty good. AMC is at 40. I want to see where the intermodulation distortion starts. All right, back at 35. I saw it starting to go out of getting a little bit wide. It was getting wide. All right, just you hear the difference. I turned the processor on. Yeah, it sounds much better with the processor off.
Yep. So see, now you can see and hear, and you won't have anybody, saying, "Hey, you're terrible sounding."
Well, nobody's ever mentioned it to me before, so I had no idea.
Well, if they don't have the waterfall, like we have with the Thetis software here and the Anans and the Hermes lights and that, some guys may not see it, some guys may not understand it. I guess we do, us Anan guys and Hermes guys, because we have adaptive pre-distortion. We have the pure signal with the radio and the amp and the coupler, eh? So that's why we're observant of it and understand it, where the other guys don't, and they just don't.
So there's one more change in here that I'm going to make. It's under the my bandwidth. Let me make this change, and I'll come back and see which one's better.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So now the transmit bandwidth is 100-2900 hertz.
I think you can go 3900 with the Yaesu, that 101. I'm pretty sure.
It's a power up mod he has to do.
Yeah, that was the TTBF, and that's where I was when I started.
Because if you do that and then come back 4K, I'll switch to the 4K receive, and you'll really hear the difference, how much more pleasant it is.
Say that one more time.
I said if you can make that change to where your transmit is 4K and receive 4K, and I'll bump mine. I'm right now I'm listening at 2.9 for your benefit, but I generally listen at 4. I do transmit at 4 and I listen at 4. But if you make that change, I'll switch it to 4KC, and then you can hear how much the fidelity just sounds so much better.
Roger. So now it is at the TTBF. I'm not exactly sure how wide this is. I think it's a little bit over 3, but maybe not quite 4.
Yeah, it looks you may be 3.5.
Without any EQ there, that's just about normal with that 4K mod power up.
All right,
mod.
so now it's back at the factory setting, which is a 100, 2900.
To get into his parametric EQ, he could possibly push it out to 4.
Yeah, if he could, that would be. It is just so much more pleasant to listen to at the 4K.
I do understand.
Yeah, because you and I are both 4K.
Okay.
So where is the other bandwidth setting?
Charlie, can you explain to him?
What was the question?
Where does he find that setting to make that his transmit profile from, say, 2500 to 3900?
Power up, where you hold the buttons down and start it up, and gives you that extra bandwidth. But you said I can get it up to 4 in the parametric settings.
Well, what I said. Now, have you done the power? What they call the power up mod?
Yeah, that gives me the bandwidth that's labeled TTBF in the setting. And I forgot exactly how it is. You hold a couple of buttons down while you power it up. So I do have that.
When you do that TTBF or whatever it's called, normally without any EQing, it'll get you up to about 3.5 to 3.6. And in order to push it out to about 4K, you're going to have to go into your parametric EQ, which you have, it'll be 3, 6, 9 different menu settings, 3 for each frequency that you have. You're going to have a frequency, and then you're going to have a Q, a bandwidth, and a gain. And that'll be one frequency, and then you have to go up to the next one and do the same thing for the next frequency. But it's actually what they call a 3-band parametric EQ with 9 adjustments.
Roger. There's 3 settings for high, medium, and low. I do have those adjusted. I don't know how well they're adjusted, but I did get those.
Okay, DJ, I just lost him. The band took a switch, so I'm going to go ahead and punch out and get on the side until he comes back.
Okay. Anyway, Charlie, that you can pick him up on YouTube there. You may not have. You'll be able to hear him. You just, yeah. Okay, Charlie, just stand by then.
Yeah, I don't have a computer in the shack.
Okay, good enough, Charlie. John, Charlie lost you there. The band changed that he couldn't hear you.
That was my fault. I don't know what I did when I was in the menu of the radio. It locked up. I had to repower it, and the amplifier didn't power back up. So hopefully he can hear me again.
Yeah, touch. That's better. But one thing about that parametric EQ on that Yaesu, on all Yaesus, the bandwidth is not actually a bandwidth; it's a Q. So the lower the number, the wider the frequency. The higher the number, the narrower the frequency is. It's just the opposite of a normal bandwidth on a parametric EQ. And why they call it a bandwidth, I don't know, but because in all reality it's a Q, because that's the way a Q is set up. Over. Hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, Roger. I think we made a lot of progress. I think it sounds much better than when we started. I do appreciate you taking that time and opening up your scope there so I can see it.
Oh, well, that was DJ that did that. I have no scope.
Well, that's just what I like to do. That's why I got the OBS program, and I can do the live streaming, because that way the guy can see himself. He can hear it. He can see his signal, see how clean his signal is or how dirty it is. Hey, it's just a fun thing to do and help a guy out with his audio.
Well, there's a lot of guys out there that think they're audio experts that tell you to do the wrong thing.
Well, this way here, you can see for yourself, and I don't have to tell you whether you're doing it wrong or not. So I just rely on the visual, and that way, John, you have the visual, and you can see for yourself and also hear for yourself.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time on that, and I've had a real good conversation with you. Hopefully I can get you again.
Yeah, I've been playing 20 meters quite a bit here now. I was on 40 all the time, but I just kind of got burned out on 40, and I've been making new contacts on 20 here, and Florida, Texas, stuff like that, Louisiana, just some new, as I say, new meat to talk to, and it's kind of refreshing. I was kind of getting burned out and didn't really even want to go on the radio because, I like the guys I talk to, but we're kind of just reminiscing, regurgitating all the same stuff over and over again. So I needed something fresh.
Yeah, Roger. It's still a little bit early for me. I'm not normally on this early. I get on 75 meters at pretty late at night. So every chance I get, I'd like to get up here on 20. I like 15 as well.
Yeah, I do 160, 80, 40, and I was doing a lot of 17. I can do a little bit of 15. My doublet will, allow me all the bands, but I'm generally on the beam here for 40, 20, and 17. But like I said, it was mostly 40, but now I'm doing a lot more 20.
All right, Don, I think I'm going to cut out here. My wife is calling me upstairs, so I'm gonna run. I got you logged, and hopefully I can get you in the future. I do appreciate you taking the time and good conversation. So I'm going to say 73 for now, and I'm sure there's some other people out there that would love to have a conversation with you. KQ4OSG.
Yep, no problem, John. And you can see your signal looks pretty good. Your audio is a whole lot better, more better, more gooder. There we go, more gooder. So anyhow, okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit here, see if anybody else wants to join. If not, then I'll be stopping the stream. Stream will be saved there on my YouTube channel, John, if you ever want to look at it again and listen to it without any other interference from the radio and stuff like that. So 7-3, my friend, you take care. Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Sierra Golf. This is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. QRZ, CQ, 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 20 meters, CQ, 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 VA3KBC, VA3KBC, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie calling CQ.
November 0, Japan Queen X-ray. KR4 LCN.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the first guy. November 0, Japan Queen X-ray. Al, there we go, Al. And Missouri. Yeah, Missouri, I got it. No, I leave the beam where it's at. We're close enough there. Good evening, Al. Name's Don, but I go by DJ Delta Juliet, and I'm in Lambton Shores, Southern Ontario, Canada. Man, I had a whole bunch of guys calling there that I could actually hear their call signs, because before I had issues either muffled or too, down in the noise and that, but maybe conditions are warranting or allowing for better propagation and hearing the guys there. But anyhow, let me get back to you, Alan. Name's Don, but I go by DJ Delta Juliet. Over.
Okay, very good, Don. I didn't get all your call. I know we've talked before. I got Victor Alpha 3. What's the last 3 letters?
Okay, it's Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Kilo Bravo Charlie. Okay, I got you there, buddy, and it's good to hear you, DJ. We've talked 3 or 4 times before. You have a tremendous signal into the Missouri Ozarks tonight. You are 5.9 plus 15. 5.9 plus 15. Just a beautiful signal. Just tuning around here, and I heard you calling CQ, and I wanted to let you know you're sounding really good into south central Missouri, into the Ozarks tonight. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Charlie from November 0, Juliet, Quebec X-ray.
November 0, Juliet, Quebec X-ray, Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Charlie. Don't tell anyone, Al, but keep this between you and me, but I'm running an illegal antenna, so that's why I'm giving you such a good signal. So, and the the other thing, Al, I am live streaming right now, too, on YouTube, so if you either through my QRZ page or just go to YouTube and put in my call sign, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, in the search bar, and you'll see the live. So you'll be able to see what your signal looks like and hear yourself as well. And you do sound good.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. I appreciate it. And as usual, you have a very nice signal with excellent audio. I'm on the Flex Radio 6400M here tonight. RE27 is a mic. That's going into a Mercury Lux amplifier at about 1 kilowatt. The antenna here is a double bazooka for 20 meters. The apex is up around 50 feet or so. DJ, I know there are several other stations calling you. I don't want to keep you from working more stations. Have a good evening, and we'll see you again when the band is open. VA3KBC, listening for your final is N0JQX. Good evening, DJ, from the Missouri Ozarks.
Okay, November 0, Juliet, Quebec X-ray, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. And I knew it was you, Al, just from your voice. You've got that very melodious voice and pleasant to listen to. And yes, thank you for my audio. I keep saying, that I get very good audio reports. Everybody says I really sound good, and I say, well, I not only sound good, I look good, because I've got that face for radio. So then I realize, oh crap, I'm live streaming and people can actually see my face, so that just throws that all out the window. Anyhow, good talking with you, John, or Al. The other guy was John, so he's left. Now we have Al there. And yeah, we'll sign with you and see if there's any other stations for a little bit yet that I can pick up and continue on with the live stream and chit-chatting away here. November 0, Juliet, Quebec X-ray, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie.
73, DJ. Thank you so much, and good evening.
Okay, QRZ, VA3KBC. Anybody else out there?
November 2, Kilo Bravo Echo.
Kilo Romeo 4, Lima Charlie November.
Okay, the loudest, and the first was John, November 2, Kilo Bravo Echo in North Carolina. Oh, I don't even think I'm going to bother. Well, I'm going to put the beam to the bottom. Let's just do that, and that'll pick up anybody to the east and anybody to the west, and then not have to I think conditions are pretty good that we can just leave it in one spot to the south, 180 degrees, and that'll pick everybody up. Anyhow, John, good evening, and I don't know if we've ever spoken before. Your page does not look familiar. Well, maybe it does, but in any event, name here is Don, but I go by DJ Delta Juliet, Lambton Shore, Southern Ontario, Canada, and I am live streaming on YouTube as well, so anybody that's listening and wants to see it, they can go to YouTube and put in my call in the search bar there and see the live transmission there as well. So November 2 Kilo Bravo Echo, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. John, go ahead.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie and 2 KBE. Okay, very good, DJ. A nice signal here, 20 dB over. Audio is excellent, and I got you on your live stream there on the computer, and it seems to be working very well. We're south of Charlotte here in Monroe, North Carolina, and we're operating a Flex 8600M into a Palstar LA1K amplifier at about 900 watts right now. And the antenna is a 2-element VHQ hex beam facing your direction at 43 feet. Back to you.
Okay, I'm going to do something I don't generally do here. Okay, I can't because I have to log in. Oh, well, shoot. Doggone it. Okay, I know what else I can do. Doesn't matter. I'll leave that alone. I was going to bring up your QR. Some of the guys that do live streaming, they'll bring up their YouTube, or not YouTube channel, I'm trying to multitask and that's not working very well. They'll bring up the QRZ page, and then they show the QRZ page to the whoever's watching on YouTube there. But other than that, yeah. So you're 20 over here, man. You got sound good. You look good. What more can I say there? Over.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah. We got the latest firmware from Flex Radio in here. It's got the APD, similar to what you're using there in Thetis, and they finally got to work with the external amplifier, so that's working nicely now. And they upgraded the Smart SDR program, and there's even someone else out there with the Aether SDR program that looks like they're competing with them now. So it's a pretty interesting time out there. Back to you.
That's fantastic. That's what I like to hear. ICOM now, they have the pure signal. Flex finally has it. So the Anans and the Hermes Light. So it just makes for more pleasant band operation when you don't have guys with a whole bunch of IMD blasting everybody around them. So that's great. That's that's the modern technology. So anyhow, yeah, I don't usually live stream when I'm on the radio here doing picking up guys and that. I've been doing it just to help guys out with issues like John had there with his IMD. And he's sounding a whole lot better, looks a whole lot better, so I'm glad that we got that fixed for him. And like he said, he didn't have anybody ever complain, but the guys that don't have capability of seeing the waterfall like you and I do, and some of the others with the SDR, they have no idea what's happening as far as what it looks like on the scope, which is the waterfall is what I like to call it. So in any event, that's helped him out. So, but yeah, nice night here, a cold 47 degrees. It just does not want to warm up here in southern Ontario. We did have a couple of days of 68 and 70, and that was beautiful, but then turned cool again. So seen some guys working up some ground. I know when I farmed, like I'd have half of my corn in by now and be ready to start putting beans in. But every year is different, so it's just the nature of the weather and what goes on there. So November 2 Kilo Bravo Echo, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie N2 KBE. Okay, very good, DJ. Yeah, Roger there. Yeah, we had rain last night, and then it went into today, and then it stopped for a little while in this area, and now it's raining again a little bit. But I think there's just a little cloud passing overhead, and I think tomorrow's supposed to be fairly nice. Right now it's 60 degrees outside. Okay, we'll let you go. I heard a lot of other stations out there trying to contact you and saying hello. Thanks for coming back to me there and saying hello, and best you and your family, and have a good weekend there coming up. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie and 2 KBE 73.
Okay, yeah, okay, I've got what I've done here. Let me do that. There. So now I've got QRZ up so I can put in the calls and show the guys. Let me just put your call in so guys can see what your station, because you've got some neat stuff there. I got to bring this up here and move my other there. So November 2 Kilo Bravo Echo. There we go. So that's there you go. There's John's 60 or 8600M, and the internal workings of it. That's the screen. So, and I think that must be an HF auto, but hex beam. So yeah, there you go. Now I got that up and running. I can add that to the conversation there. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, very good. Yeah, they also Lex Radio also added the free dB rate mode to the latest version too. So we're quite happy about that. Even though the Ether SDR program has it in it too, but I think it's only in the Linux version, not the Windows version. Okay. We'll let you go make some more contacts. But thanks for coming back to me. Best to you and your family, and have a good weekend there, DJ. VA3KBC, this is N2KBE 73.
Okay, John, very good. Yeah. One other thing, though, that you guys haven't been able to pick up on is what we have for quite a while here, is how we can change the screen here. So I've been showing guys some of the stuff there, how we can, what we call the skin, change the skin. And where's the Batman one? There's a Batman or Spider-Man. There we go. There's the Spider-Man one. Like that's whew, that really catches your eye, I'll tell you. So yeah, there's a bunch of different skins we can play around with, and so on and so forth. So, but I kind of been sticking with the, which one did I have? The blue? Nope. Well, I'll go back to this one here. I've been running this one as well. So. Okay, John, good enough, and I'll sign off with you, November 2 Kilo Bravo Echo, and see if there's anybody else wanting to join Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. I heard a KR4?
But KR4 Lima Charlie November.
Okay, Ken, you're in Tennessee. Good enough. The other guys were pretty weak, so that's why I kind of picked on you, because you're a little bit stronger there. So I don't know whether conditions are changing or not, but in any event, that's the what's happening here. So let me there we go, and get your call sign in there. Name here is Don, but I go by DJ there. Over.
Roger that, DJ. The name here is Ken, and you're actually my fifth contact. I just got my license about a month ago, and got a 7300 running out on a vertical down here in Chattanooga.
That 7300, I don't know how many guys have that radio, but boy, ICOM sure hit it out of the park with that radio. Sounds really good. And you said you have an NFED?
Yeah, I've got an MK4 vertical antenna that I'm running it into, and just wanted to see how well we were getting out. You're my fifth contact since I got my license.
Oh, wow. Well, do you have a computer in the shack there, Ken?
I have one, but it's not handy right now. But I am going to look up your YouTube channel there. Over.
Okay, yeah, because when I'm done here, it'll be saved on YouTube. So when you, it's VA3KBC 2026-0507. And so at about the 30, well, it's at 34 minutes right now. So 33 minutes is when I probably picked you up. So then you'll be able to hear yourself there on YouTube. Over.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to that. I actually got my novice license back in 1961, and then my general a year later, and it expired around 1970. I was in the Air Force and never renewed it, and was retired now and looking for a hobby, and remembered my high school days, ham radio, and how much fun I had. So I decided I'd get back into it, and here I am. Over.
Well, there you go. Very good. Yep, it is a good hobby. And the one thing, Ken, that with the amateur radio, depending what you have for an antennas and that, mind you, but it's one of those things that you can do any time of day or night. You know, it can be storming outside or snowing or be bloody hot and you just want to stay in the air conditioning. So it gives you a lot of options. Now, there are times when the band conditions are pretty poor through the afternoon. We've been seeing that. But generally, you know, you can make a contact. Even if you go to 2 meters and, you know, you have the local repeater, you can still make contact. I remember quite a few years ago. I've been licensed 14 years now, but I was in London and I had the 2 meter in the truck. And I, with the London repeaters hooked up to the Toronto one and linked, and a guy was calling CQ, and so I went back to him, and he was in a wheelchair in an apartment building in Toronto, and that was his only way of getting out through the 2 meter radio to talk out in the world there. So he enjoyed the conversation we had. So that's one of the things is, you know, that you can talk out in the world there. You know, if you're held up in your home and or apartment and can't get out there. Kilo Romeo 4 Lima Charlie November Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Roger that, DJ. Yeah, I enjoyed. I think the most fun I have is actually working on things and getting them up and running. And I put up a couple different antennas out here. I just purchased a 45-foot tower, and I'm going to put it up and try to get my antennas up a little higher. And I've also bought a Collins 30L1 amplifier, and I've ordered the rectifier board and stuff. I'll be working on it. So next time I talk to you, I may be coming in a little bit stronger. But I'll get off here and let you get on with some other people. You're coming in very strong here, 5x9. And it's been good talking to you, DJ. 73. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Charlie, Kilo Romeo 4, Lima Charlie November.
Okay, Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie November, Lima Charlie November. Very good, Ken. Yep, you got a long ways to go. And if you get bored with amateur radio, you haven't looked deep. You haven't dug deep enough in all the different modes of communications and what you can do and building and stuff like that. So I'm just scrolling through my QRZ page with what pictures I have on here. So, but you know, if there's guys that haven't done that yet, there's what I have on mine. I've got a lot of information and links and so on and so forth. So other than that, yeah, good talking with you, and let's see if there's anybody else out there, and we'll keep this live stream going and pick up some more. So good evening, Ken. We'll talk to you another time. QRZ, CQ, 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 VA3KBC.
Kilo Charlie 5, India X-ray.
Okay, I think I heard a Kilo Charlie 5, India X-ray.
Roger, this is Kilo Charlie 5, India X-ray. I'm in Louisiana. Name here is Howard, and your signal is about a 5.8. You were stronger just a few minutes ago. Over.
Okay, Howard. Yep. Well, the conditions maybe are starting to change, but I turned the beam towards you. You are at 210. Yep, right there. Boy, did I ever pick that good. Yeah, you're S9, I believe, and I think maybe conditions are changing, but name here is Don, but I go by DJ, and I am live streaming, Howard, on YouTube. So if you want to see what your signal looks like and how you sound, you can pick that up on YouTube from my either through my QRZ page or just go to YouTube and do a search for my call sign, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Roger, DJ. Since you turned your beam, your signal went back to 5.9. The rig here is a Yaesu 450, 100 watts. The antenna is a vertical on a 6-foot mast with 4 elevated radios, and the power is 100 watts. Over.
That's working for you. Yep. And you're in Louisiana, and with that last name, I can detect a little bit of a French accent.
Roger, that's correct. Yeah, we got a French heritage. Over.
Roger. Yep. They all came from Canada back, I don't know how many hundreds of years ago, but yep, the Louisiana's known for its Cajuns.
Roger, yes. I have some ancestors from Canada, and I have some from France, and probably some from Germany. We kind of a little mix here. Over.
Oh, Roger, yeah. My parents came from Czechoslovakia before World War II started. They met here back 1937, 1938, somewhere around there. So anyhow, good talking with you, Howard, and yeah, keep up the good work with all your equipment and what you're doing there. I'm going to sign with you. I want to see if there's anyone else I can pick up, because maybe the conditions are going to start to change and the band will drop pretty fast. So Kilo Charlie 5, India X-ray, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
73, and thank you.
73. QRZ, anybody else?
Norway 2, Delta Alpha Norway.
Okay, was that Norway 2, Delta Oscar Norway?
Correction, it's Delta Alpha Norway. Norway 2, Delta Alpha Norway. Dan in South Carolina. You're booming 5-9 here, Don.
Oh, there we go, Dan. South Carolina. Very good, Dan. Yeah, first time I think we've ever spoke, because I'm looking at your QRZ page. Nothing looks familiar, but yeah, let me get turned back again. And I don't know how long we're going to have here, but looks like we're still doing good. And I am live streaming, Dan. I don't know if you heard that or not. So I'll let you give a little rundown on yourself there. November 2, Delta Alpha November, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Roger. Well, listen, I have been a ham for probably 30 years, but I made the mistake of moving into an HOA community. Been off the air for a while, and I'm in the process of putting antennas in my attic. I'm not crazy about it, but ham radio is all about compromises. I'm talking to you on a G5 RV Junior, 51 feet long. It's got a slope, and it's all self-contained within my attic. And got grand plans this weekend to put a couple bazookas in there and maybe a few others. How's this all sounding over this configuration? Over.
Well, you're 5 over S9, and if you can, like I said, if you can bring up YouTube, then you can actually see what your signal looks like and hear what you sound like. You sound good. Yeah, you not only look good, Dan, but you sound good.
Yeah, right on, DJ. I appreciate it. I'll go look at your YouTube page, and maybe I'll catch up on that, but I'll let you talk with somebody else for now. Thanks for taking my call on 73s. Have a good weekend, sir.
Okay, now, Polish descent?
You know, I've been called a lot of things. No, I'm actually Irish descent, and I'm pretty much a mutt myself, I think. I've been here a long time.
Okay, well, I'm just kind of reading through here some of the stuff here real fast, so that's why I was just wondering, because my parents came from Czechoslovakia. But anyhow, yep, good enough. Well, check out my QRZ page. There's lots of information there, a little bit of history there as well, and other pictures and so on and so forth. So my tower, that this beam is on a 48-foot Delhi DMX heavy-duty tower that was given to me. It was over 30 years old, and I made it into a fold-over, so I got pictures of that, how I fabricated that. So with that, Dan, I'll let you go. Thank you, and we'll see if there's anybody else out there. QRZ, VA3KBC.
I want to say one last thing before I go, and I hope I'm not stepping on anybody. On my QRZ page, there's a huge write-up about the former call holder of November 2 Delta Alpha November. It's a fascinating read. I'd encourage everybody to go out there and look at it. Anyway, DJ, take care.
Okay, I'm going to bring that up right now before I bring anybody else up on the... Let me get that out of there. Bring this up right there, and then... bring up oh wait a minute, I got to do this one. November 2 Delta Alpha November, and so this is the write up they're right there, and then right there, looks like right there there's a bunch of stuff right there. Yeah, there's a long write up there, so I will it's on, yeah, right there. Original information from November 2 Delta Alpha November. Stefan Stanislaw. Okay, very interesting. Okay, I'll check that out a little bit later there. So I've got history on the Stefanik as well, so on my QRZ page. But very good, Dan. I'll sign with you and see if there's anybody else, if the band is still holding up there. QRZ, Victor, Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. Anybody else out there?
Charlie XY6 Delta Zulu.
Okay, the last one there, I didn't quite get the call. Say again, please.
Charlie XY6 Delta Zulu.
Charlie X6 Delta Zulu?
Yes, Charlie XY number 6 Delta Zulu, QSL.
QSL, yeah. So we have Omar Gabriel from Uruguay. Well, let me bring you up on my QRZ here. And I'm live streaming, Omar, on YouTube. So the guys can actually see QR6 Delta Zulu. And, whoops, that's not right. Anyhow, yeah, go ahead there, Omar.
Okay, sorry, my computer no is on QRZ.com. It's a Victor Alpha 2 Kilo Bravo Charlie, is correct?
It's Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. 5859, still signal, QSL.
Roger, same back to you there. And yeah, I've got your page up on YouTube here so the guys can see what you look like, the same as me. You got some gray hair and gray beard, and we're getting older there, aren't we there?
Okay, thank you for taking my call. My name is Omar. It's 100% my antenna for Canada. It's very good, 59 plus in Uruguay. Excellent modulation. Thank you for taking my call. What is my signal report in your site here, sir?
Roger, Omar. Yep, thanks for making the trip, as they say. Holy mackerel, we are 5,632 miles separation, or 9,054 kilometers. 64 kilometers. Anyhow, 7-3 Omar, Charlie X-Ray 6 Delta Zulu, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Thank you very much. 73, good luck, good day. Sorry, my basic English is very, very active. Very good, bye-bye, gracias, ciao.
Okay, I'm getting you logged in on QRZ here too with my log, Omar. So 7-3, my friend, you take care. Charlie X-Ray 6 Delta Zulu, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Thank you, 73.
7-3. Okay, QRZ, is there anybody else out there? Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
VA3OR. November 4, Charlie.
Okay, I think I heard a VA3.
Yeah, VA3OR.
Oh, Kevin, man, this is the most long distance trip that I've had tonight. Holy mackerel, 16 miles. Man, I can barely hear you, man.
I feel like I was 5,000 or something miles away, so I thought I'd try and get you on the other end.
Yeah. Yeah, holy mackerel, like yeah, the last guy, Omar, there, when I look at the details. So yeah, 5,632 miles, but 9,064.9 kilometers, down near the end of South America. Holy mackerel. So, and I heard you call, and I thought, what? So, VA3OOR. There we go. So, there you are. So, we are 16 and a half miles distance. So, but yeah, for 20 meters, I guess we're doing okay there, over.
You bet. You're doing good, and then I'm riding along on YouTube as well. I'll let you carry on. Just wanted to say hello to VA3
Okay, 73, my friend. Okay, we'll talk later sometime. QRZ, VA3KBC. Anybody else out there?
Kilo on 4, Mike.
November 4, Charlie.
Oh, golly. Charlie?
Oscar, November 4, Triple Charlie. Belgium, Oscar, November 4, CCC, over.
Oh, Mark in Belgium. Okay, where are we? 49 degrees. I got to turn the beam for you. That should make a better contact. Yeah, you're 3,833 miles away from me, or 6,168 kilometers. So 49 degrees. So I got to keep turning here so that we'll get a better signal on you, and you'll have a better signal on me, because I was working off to the side to you there, Mark. Oscar, November 4, Charlie, Victor, Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo, Charlie.
Okay, Roger, Dom. Well, you're almost 20 dB over here. 5915, peaking 20 dB over. You're having a very big signal here this night here, local time, 3:16 a.m. over.
Oh, Roger. Well, I didn't look up to see what your signal was, because I was trying to get the beam turned towards you, but I'm hearing you no problem once I got the beam turned. And, yeah, so I jokingly say, Mark, to people that say I have a really strong signal, I just tell them, well, don't tell anybody, but I'm running an illegal antenna. And then there's a bit of silence, and they ask, what is it? So anyhow, but yeah, so I'm running the Apache Lab Anan 7000 DLE Mark II RE27 microphone, and I have the Australian VK3AMP, the LD Moss amp, and the reason for it is because Onder, who builds them, he also has the Anans, and we have adaptive pre-distortion, pure signal. So he builds the coupler sampler right into the amplifier, and that way it's all in self-contained. You don't need external. And the antenna is the Mosely Signal Master Super 33. It's 3-element tri-bander for 40, 20, and 17 up at 50 feet on a fold-over tower. So, but let me let you come back, and I'll give you a signal report there. Over.
Okay, Roger. I'm running an ICOM 7300 in this moment. The microphone is a Heil Gold one, and my power is about 600 whiskey from an ACOM 1000, and the antenna is an OptiBeam 12-element 5-bander on a versatile tower, and it's about 40 feet in the air, only in this moment. So that's it on this side, over.
Roger, and I don't know if you have the internet capable there. I'm actually live streaming on YouTube as we speak there. Over.
I have internet capability, but I'm not on YouTube in this moment. Anyway, yeah. What is my real signal there? Over.
Yeah, you're 10 over, and you hit 1520 there as well. So conditions are favorable for us. So what you can do is also go, Mark, to either through my QRZ page or through YouTube and do a search in the search bar for my call sign, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, and it's today's date. VA3KBC 2026-0507, and so right now I've been on 54 minutes, so you can fast forward it to about the 53-minute mark, 52-minute mark, and then you'll be able to see your signal and hear what you sound like there. Over.
Okay, Roger, I will take a look in a few moments, so no problem. Thank you for the information on that. Last night propagation on 20 was incredible good for North America. I was up all night long and I made about 50 contacts in 23 different states, and I also got New Brunswick, Canada, and Ontario, but okay. And a guy from Australia came in, a VK3. Okay, I will have a look in a few moments on your site. I will search on, it will be easy on QRZ. Maybe there's a link I can see over there. So very nice to work you this evening or this night here. Wish you all the best. Hope to catch you again, maybe on the lower bands also, because the higher bands are not that good. I'm waiting to get 6 meter openings, but it's holding on for this moment, so it's not so good. But okay, we have patience. 73, thank you so much for answering on the call sign, and I wish you a very good evening from Belgium here. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Charlie, ON4 Triple C, ON4 Canada. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mark, very good. Yeah, I just looking down your page in that here. So looking at all the license plates, holy smokes. We follow a guy on YouTube okay, let me back up here. So if you're on my QRZ page, when you scroll down, you'll see live streaming on YouTube, and then just below that is a screenshot of my ugly face and my Thetis software program, what it looks like on the screen there. But yeah, so we watch a guy on YouTube up in the Northwest Territories, and he's been getting license plates from all over the place, and he's been putting them in his shack there that he's got out in the woods. So kind of neat to see all that kind of stuff that what people will send them and that. So anyhow, but yeah, good propagation tonight. And I don't usually do 20 meters. I generally, for talking to Europe, I'll be doing 17 meters. I like it, but golly, look at all the motorcycle and everything. Yeah, you'll like my QRZ page. You scroll down it, you'll see some of the stuff I had in my past as well there, Mark. So but anyhow, okay, I'll let you go, because you never know with what goes on here with propagation. All of a sudden it could just turn on you, and everything will be gone. So with that, I'll bid you adieu, and we'll hopefully talk again in the future. Oscar November 4, Charlie, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Okay, Roger. I put you in. I have you on the QRZ page, and I will scroll down a little bit, and I will see what I can do. Okay, nice to have you here in my law. 73 from Belgium. You take care. Bye bye. All the best.
Okay, 73. QRZ. Anybody else out there?
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike.
Okay, I heard a Kilo Oscar 4, Mike.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike, Zulu.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Zulu. Jeff in Georgia. Okay. Oh my goodness, I got to turn the beam back down south there. So I generally on 40 meters I can just leave it to the south, but on 20 here it just works a lot better if I get it directed to the right location. So, and you are to the south of me in Georgia, 176 degrees. So anyhow, Jeff, name here is Don, but I go by DJ, and I am live streaming on YouTube as well there, Jeff. So go ahead. Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Zulu. Maybe the band's gone away. Anybody else out there? QRZ?
November Tango 6 United.
Okay, November. Say again, November.
November Tango 6 Uniform.
Okay, Greg, and you're out in California.
It's almost correct. I'm stroke 7. I'm at my Arizona QTH. I'm on that big antenna here on that QRZ page, but it's down low. I don't have it raised up. But you're 5'8", 5'9" here in Southwest United States. I'm right on the border of California, Arizona. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, I got the beam turned kind of your way there, so it should work pretty good. But again, maybe conditions are going to start to fade on us, and we'll lose each other quite quickly. So I've got you up on QRZ, and very good with the pictures. I always like lots of pictures because the pictures are worth 1,000 words, and I have a lot of pictures on my QRZ page there, Greg. So name here is Don, but I go by DJ, and I'm in Lambton Shores, Southern Ontario, Canada.
Okay, DJ. Yeah, the handle's Greg. I don't have my computer in front of me. I've been out actually traveling in our Airstream for the last couple of weeks. And I just came in, turned the radio on, didn't put the computer next to it because I have the logging software. I have the whole giddy up. And I just turned it on, heard you calling it CQ, and I thought, I'll go and say hello. I'm just getting on the radio. But I'd love to look you up. We'll put you in the log and look you up after a bit. Over.
Yep, very good. Yeah, well, I got a lot of information on my QRZ page along with this antenna I'm on is the Mosely Signal Master Super 33. It's 3-element tri-bander, and I have a Delhi DMX heavy-duty tower that was given to me. It was 30 years old, and I made it into a fold-over, so I got pictures of fabricating of that. And then same with you, how you've got your hole there for the concrete for the base of the tower. I have kind of the same pictures. So and then farming pictures and drag racing and the plane and just all the stuff from my past there. Over.
Yeah, well, you said it right there. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. Yeah, it's always fun to go through the pictures when you hear somebody's call sign and scroll through it. All I've got is my antenna installation, but I am into guitar playing and music and off-road bike riding. So got a couple of toys. In fact, I purposely don't have a bigger garage, so I don't buy any more toys.
Yeah, well, this is my only hobby now. I've gone through a lot of other stuff. GL 1800 motorcycle, had a 12.5-inch Dobsonian mirrored Dobsonian telescope, and tell you to look at M31, the Andromeda Galaxy. That's 2 million light years away. It was just something just to see it yourself, and not in pictures, was something. So, but anyhow, yeah, those days are long gone there, and so now I just have amateur radio, and I mostly on 40 meters, but now I'm starting to play on 20 meters here, and I'm making some fun contacts and some, as I like to say, fresh meat. I talk to a lot of guys on 40, and they're great guys and that, but we're kind of getting over the same thing and just needed something fresh to talk about. So this has worked out really good for me. And but again, the propagation is the big thing. If we don't have the propagation, it doesn't matter what band you're on, we're not going to be able to talk there. Over.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, 20 meters, it's, I don't know how long you've been a ham. I'm sure quite a while, but it's obviously the workhorse for DX. And, there's always going to be somebody, somewhere, something, unless we're in a radio blackout. But there's always something going on 20. 40, I've got a rotatable dipole, as you can see on that picture. That does okay. I think I heard you say you have a 3-element, if I'm not correct, for 40. Good for you. Even 2 elements would be nice, but that's got to work wonders. And the difference when I get that rotatable dipole, I've got a tower that's 72 feet, but when it gets up to the 12-foot mast, it's up about 80 feet. But when I have that tower all the way up in that 80-foot rotatable dipole, 40 meters starts really turning magic, even with a rotatable dipole. So you can have a lot of fun on 40, and I like it too because it's kind of a rag chew band.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I kind of figure 40 probably gives you, if you could only have one antenna, I would think 40 would be the band to operate on. So, but and again, through the year it can all vary and everything. So, but I do 160. I like 160 in the winter. It's a nice quiet band, lots of room there, and then 80 a little bit, but 40 was the mainstay. But now I'm going to play more 20, and I used to do a lot of 17. 15, I've only done a couple of contacts. One was to Hawaii and one to Alaska. 10 meters, a little bit, but I like to rag chew, Greg. I'm not into 5.9, good luck and carry on. So I like to rag chew there. Over.
Yeah, fine business. How many elements do you have for 40 meters? Is it 2 or 3 on that antenna?
Well, this is why it's called the Signal Master Super 33. It's the 3 element for 40, 20, and 17.
Oh, okay. So you have 3 elements, and it operates all 3 bands.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Do you have traps on it?
Yeah, it's got traps.
Okay. What's the longest element?
The boom is 24 feet. The elements are 47. It's 95 pounds.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit of real estate. Yeah. That boom, that's the mainstay right there. So even with the traps, you're still got 3 elements on 40?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How does that handle the snow up in your direction?
I had some freezing rain, and it drooped pretty good, and then as it started to melt, it straightened out a bit. It's, as anything, it does have a droop right from the get-go, but so far I haven't had enough ice to really cause any damage. Like I said, it just drooped a little wee bit.
Yeah. I have wind as my biggest nemesis here where I'm at in Topeka, Arizona. If you know where, are you familiar with Laughlin, Nevada at all?
I know where it is. I drove through it back quite a few years ago. I had to go to Las Vegas, take a race car to the SEMA show. And then when we left there, we went down to Dallas, Texas to drop the race car at the chassis shop. So I went down through that area.
Okay, well, then you have a rough idea. Well, I'm probably 30, 40 miles south of Laughlin, Nevada, southeast, if you will, but right on the Colorado River also. But we get horrible monsoon winds out here, and sometimes it can just be 50, 60-mile-an-hour winds. And I purposefully went with the Optibeam. I've got the OB11-3. They have a lot of choices, but it didn't have any traps on it just because of that. I've had it up here several years now, 5 years, and so far I've been lucky. But I don't want to jinx that by saying that. Maybe I just did.
Well, okay, so I talked to, of course, it seems that companies don't want to really say anything or advise anymore, but I asked Mosely what do they recommend when, back in the CB days, back 50 years ago, 55 years ago, a friend of mine had a Moonraker 4, and he always put it into the wind. So I figured that's maybe what you need to do. So I called Mosely and asked them, and we don't make any recommendations, but what we do, we put ours to the backside to the wind. And I thought, okay. But we get a lot of winds here, Greg, off Lake Huron, and it gets pretty blustery too. And I do have it the tower guide, and I'd have it beefed up when I welded it up. We beefed it up. But anyhow, what I found, because I was looking at it, and it was bouncing around, and I also have the G3000 rotor plate, which is rubber mounted, and it flexes there, and the beam was rocking back and forth, and I was playing around, so I got thinking science-wise, I guess, or whatever you want to, however you want to, engineering-wise, looking at it, the surface, whether it's the front side or the back side, a lot of area there. And sideways, it didn't have all that area other than the boom. So I turned the beam sideways to the wind, and it just sat there, hardly moved at all. And I thought, oh, okay. Then I happened to be talking to a couple of guys in California, and they have the OptiBeams. What's the other one? They closed their store, but I think they've reopened now. Step IR. And anyhow, and they said where they're located, they get high winds, and that's what they found by putting the beam sideways to the wind. That it took it no problem there, or was a lot better for it that way. So November Tango 6 uniform, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, thank you. NT6U for ID. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Turn it broadside into the wind, so the wind is hitting the tips of the element, because you've got a lot less wind loading hitting the wind when you're on the broad side of the antenna. You just do the math of the square footage of surface area. You know, if you're going on, if it's on the back side or the front side of the antenna, all those elements are hitting the wind. Now, in my case, I've got 11 elements, and that's a lot of surface area. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. And I'm not worried about the tower. I've got, I think, 15 yards of concrete within the hole to fill that. That's one truck, almost 1.5 trucks of concrete. So, I think the city will tip over before my antenna ever does. But the elements of the antenna I always turn into the wind. So the wind is hitting the just like you said. I don't know if I'm overcomplicating it, but always making it to where the wind is hitting the boom of the antenna. Over.
Yep, that's that's right. Yep, the less bearing surface that way as well. So, I think we find that out on our own after doing a little bit experimenting and putting it into the wind, sideways to the wind, and all this stuff. So, that is one of the things that we have to do when you have a beam antenna. You have to think of all these things. So, but like I said, I have some high winds here. And I do have the tower guide, but it's rock solid. That tower, along with the extra supports that I put on it, and having the dragon tail there for tipping it over at the 20-foot mark, works fantastic. I had to replace the G1000 rotor because it broke apart, so I got the G2800. So that worked really well, tilting it over. And I have a extension ladder, so I take the two extensions, I take it apart and put it on each side and tie it off there, and can go up there. So my friend Scott, VA3KBC, he goes on one side of the ladder, I go on the other, and we work on each side and get everything unhooked and drop the rotor out, put the new one in, and it works quite well that way. So it was really handy doing it that way. Anyhow, Greg, my eyes are watering here. I got to... If you want to talk a little bit more, could you stand by?
Actually, I've got to return a phone call that just came in while you were chatting, so I'm going to sign off and let you go.
Okay, yeah, because my eyes are watering. I got to go. So good talking with you. Anybody else want to talk? Just hang on a second. I'm going to be gone for a few minutes. VA3KBC 7-3, Greg.
Okay, nice conversation. 7-3 NT6U.
Oh, that feels better. QRZ, VA3KBC. Anybody else out there? CQ, 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 CQ. CQ, 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 20 meters. CQ, CQ, CQ. VA3KBC, VA3KBC. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie calling CQ. I don't hear anybody, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to stop the stream, and everybody have a good evening. VA3KBC is clear.